We've got a beautiful day today. Look at that. What a blessing. Be out fishing on any day. We're catching some slab crappie on jigs using Garmin Panoptix LiveScope. I've got picture-in-picture. I'm going to show you how I catch them. Be sure to hang around and watch the end of the video. I've got an excellent baked crappie recipe. It is keto friendly, easy to make. It's delicious. I think you'll really like it. Thanks for watching. Good morning. We're going to give it a shot again. I'm going to start with a 1/8 ounce slip sinker, pegged, and a 1/16 ounce unpainted lead head jig, and we'll use a baby shad from Bobby Garland. We'll use the crappie magnet baits, and we'll go to micro baits if we have to, like the Bobby Garland itty bit slab hunter, which is 1 1/4 inches long. Let's get out there and catch some. Thanks for watching. This is a spectacularly beautiful day. I was starting off with this nickel plated 16th ounce jig, and I'm using the Bobby Garland itty bit plastic bait. It's only 1 1/4 inches long. That's monkey milk, and I've got the tip dyed chartreuse. There you see the lure dropping down about 28 feet from the boat. You see some brush. See some nice crappie there, about 10 feet deep. There you see the jig and weight coming on top of a crappie. One little crappie's following it. Now the crappie's turned. He's looking at it, very interested. Hopefully he'll eat it. A lot of these fish have been following it, but they won't commit. Notice how I just kind of twitched it there. Keep pulling it away from the crappie. Boom, he just ate it. There's one, 709. Man, he looked at that for a long time. Good night. He decided finally he was gonna eat it. Look at that black crappie. Little Bobby Garland itty bit. Monkey milk with a tip dyed chartreuse. We got us a nice one. Look at that. That sucker is 13.5 inches. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that black crappie. Oh yes. Him right there. Here's the setup. Got my Daiwa Fuego 10-pound test monofilament, 12-foot crappie sticks, ACC crappie sticks cork handle. Got a 1/8 ounce slip sinker pegged right here, and 16th ounce unpainted lead head jig. I got this blue and white Bass Pro Shop baby shad kind of soft plastic. It's 2 inches long. You see the weight and jig right under the boat, 6 feet from the boat. It's about 6 or 8 feet deep. The jig and weight are kind of right on top of a couple nice looking crappie. One of them's looking at it right there. Boom, he hit it. There's one, 744. He couldn't resist it. Had to eat it. Let's boat flip this thing. Black crappie. Another good one. Look at that sucker. Looks like 13 1/4. Nice one. It's black crappie. Look at that. Okay, here I've got a 16th ounce lead head unpainted jig, number 5 split shot, 10-pound test monofilament. And the key thing about this is a white Bobby Garland baby shad, and you can put the bait upside down or right side up, either way, just to keep it on the hook. Please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you already subscribed, I thank you so much. God bless you. And get out there and go fishing whenever you can. Small black.
This is a Blue Thunder Baby Shad by Bobby Garland. It's just a natural looking color. I think I got a 16th or a 32nd ounce unpainted leadhead jig. I had to go back home for the rest of the morning, but fortunately I was able to come out later that afternoon. Here you see the jig and weight, 10 feet from the boat, 10 feet deep. There's a branch, and underneath the branch you can see a couple nice sized crappie. There's the jig up and down, and you have to be careful. You don't want the jig to get hung up on the branch, but you've got to get to those fish. There you see the jig working up above that one crappie. But another crappie to the right has been checking it out also. He decides to come over right now, and boom, he ate it.
There's one. 503. Stick it further in the nose and just twitch it. It's 11 and a quarter black crappie. Take it.
Okay, about to cast out. There's a nice looking crappie 10 feet from the boat, 8 feet deep. There you see the weight and jig dropping right on top of the crappie. Kind of working it up and down, twitching it, doing whatever you got to do to trigger a bite. Boom, he ate it.
There's one. 534. That's what I'm talking about. Made a switch. I didn't think they were liking that nickel plated head, so I changed that to an unpainted head. Put on that, I think it's called Blue Thunder, 16th ounce unpainted lead head. 11 and a quarter. Black crappie, 11 and a quarter. Thank you very much. There's the setup. Got a 1/4 ounce weight pegged. This is 15-pound fluorocarbon, believe it or not. 32nd ounce jig head. And I think that's a Blue Thunder Bobby Garland baby shad. I had to pinch off the head a little bit. All right, let's see if we can catch another one.
There you see the weight and jig 22 feet from the boat, dropping down about 8 feet deep. There's some nice looking crappie above that branch, 4 or 5 or 6 of them. And boom, one of them just hit it.
There's one. 557. Small one. He's a keeper though. They're wanting that bright pink head. It's a crappie magnet, 16th ounce head.
I switched up to the bright pink head. I think they could see it better. They were biting it.
Right at 11. Come on, dude, fighting your tail out. There you go. Black crappie. Going in the live well. Thank you very much.
There you see the jig and weight 20 feet from the boat. There's a nice looking crappie on top of that branch, about 8 feet deep. There's the jig and weight going over the top of them. Boom, one of them just hit it. Couldn't even really see it.
There's one, 602. There's a white crappie. Get up in this boat.
The key thing is, even if you can't see your weight and jig on the LiveScope screen, if you know you're in the right area, just keep reeling it in slowly, keep doing what you're doing. A lot of times they'll hit it.
12 and a half inch. White crappie, 12 and a half inches.
Okay, there you see the weight and jig 12 feet from the boat, dropping down about 8 feet deep. It's right on top of a couple nice looking crappie there. Just kind of working it up and down. Boom, one of them just hit it.
There's one, 604. Goodness gracious. Get in the boat. 13 and a half, 13 and 3/4. 604. Look at that one. Nice. I was changing up colors frequently to see if they had any kind of a preference. They did seem to like the Blue Pearl Baby Shad by Bass Pro Shops. And here I was using a white colored jig head. The most important thing seemed to be boat control and getting the jig right in front of the crappie. There you see the weight and jig working above the structure on the bottom, and boom, one of them hit it. There's one. This is a nice one. That's what I'm talking about. Get up here, buddy. Get in this boat. Right at 13 inches. Nice black crappie. Look at that, 13-inch black. Yes. Here I'm swapping out a monkey milk colored Bobby Garland baby shad. Still have that bright pink 16th ounce lead head. And I'm putting on that blue pearl. Those fish were really liking that today. Okay, there you can see the weight and jig about 12 feet from the boat. There's a nice looking couple crappie right there, about 6 or 8 feet deep. One of them's following it. I'm just kind of twitching it, pulling it away from them, trying to trigger a bite. They would keep following it but wouldn't commit. Kept working with it though, dropped it back down to that other fish. Boom, he ate it. There's one, 629, right under the boat. Get in this boat. That's a white crappie. This is another nice white crappie. This is the last fish of the day. Now we're getting ready to go make some baked crappie. It is going to be delicious. Thanks. Right at 13 inches. Nice white crappie. Oh yes. You know what this is? White crappie. Yes. Let's get started. This is Edie. You know Festus. I'm Doc. We got baked crappie, an easy recipe. It is delicious, keto friendly. We've been on a keto diet for about 6 months now. I've lost 30 pounds. My lipid panel is better than it's ever been. Let's get started. Put aluminum foil on a pan, then take another big piece of aluminum foil. You're gonna make a tent around the crappie and then bake it in the oven. First, we're gonna chop up onions, put those on there, chop up tomatoes, put those on top. We're gonna bake that for about 30 minutes. Then we're gonna put the fish on top, bake that for another 25 minutes, and it will be good to go. We're just gonna chop up these onions. And put the onions on the aluminum foil. I think I can spread these thin enough. Like that. Now we're using a little Lowry's garlic salt. This stuff's awesome.
Best decided he better get something to eat too. So you cook the onions and tomatoes at 400 degrees for approximately 30 to 40 minutes. You'll need to check it. We had to actually take it out and check it a couple times. Once your onions and tomatoes are done, remove them from the oven and add your fish fillets. Start with fresh squeezed lemon juice if you've got it. If not, just use the bottled lemon juice. Add garlic powder. Then onion powder. Then pepper. Add a little bit of salt. And the key seasoning for this recipe is the Cavender's, and I use it quite liberally, but it is delicious. Cover the fish with aluminum foil and bake at 400 degrees for approximately 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, now we're making the broccoli. What are we going to make it with?
All right, we're going to use this Urban Accent roasted garlic and rosemary veggie roaster seasoning blend. This is my favorite for broccoli. So we're going to use a tablespoon of melted butter, chicken broth, bag of broccoli, raw broccoli, garlic salt, lemon pepper, and olive oil. And I'm going to put about a 1/4 of an inch of chicken broth. So I've got my melted butter, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm going to put it on high to start with, just to get everything nice and warm. Put the whole packet in there. Dump it in the pan. And you just drizzle it on the broccoli. And just make sure you get all the good stuff that's in the bottom, because it's going to get thicker in the bottom as you go. And then I just take a little lemon pepper. This is Lowry's. Just give it a nice sprinkle. And now it's gotten nice and hot, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it down on low, because we're just going to steam this really slow. It's going to take about probably 15 or 20 minutes. And then I'm going to take some garlic salt. It's not going to be too much garlic. And then I just put my lid on it and let it steam. Now you just have to stir it every few minutes. You don't want to let the liquid burn out and let it burn, so you just have to keep an eye on it. And that's it. That's how easy it is, and it's going to be delicious. Okay, so this is looking good. Just going to move it around a little bit. It's about done. Just cooked it down. It's looking good. So I'm actually going to cut it off and let it finish steaming without the heat.
Alright, let's try this third time. So we have cooked this on 400 for a total of 35 minutes. Right. Oh, yes. That is done. Alright, let's take this off. We did pour a little of this liquid out before, just to make it a little bit more manageable. So now the final step is to put some Parmesan cheese. No, put some Parmesan cheese on here. I like it kind of thick. I'm on the keto. Gotta get our calories soon. Let's go. Okay. All right, now we got the bottom oven on broil. So we're gonna broil this concoction for about a minute. Look at this deliciousness. Everyone thinks it's good food. Let us catch these fish and our good health, living in this country, and all blessings. Give us our sins in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Time to try. Here we go. Thumbs up.
It's good.
This is
It's awesome.
awesome. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your support. Get out there and go fishing soon.